Hey, everybody. Oh, shit. Audio. Move it over here. Why? Why ain't it going? Ah, shit. Just a sec. Restart that. Because apparently I don't want to move the audio over and the audio's being picked up by my mic. Great. Alright. Headphone. Now will it go? There we go. Alright. Hopefully I can get my Kraden voice down. But let's boogie. Never heard the menu music? Well, it's the, here, I'll just show it off again. Well, this is the PC Ace Attorney Trilogy deal. It's fucking vibing. Alright. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder. Oh, it's not great. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he'd never take someone's life. Never. Nick. Yo! How's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles, huh? Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh, yeah. I do remember feeling faint. Right, you told me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on. I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy. You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. Good job, bud. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. But seriously, Nick. That boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just some guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty, edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick? I don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me. Right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah. Why me, Nick? Huh. Enough with the silent treatment. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me, Miles and Larry. They saved me, and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? What? Hey, Larry. What's he talking about? Ah. Yeah. Sorry, I, kinda forgot. Huh. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear this story today, and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial. A class trial? You remember Larry. Spring? End of 3rd grade? The kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Huh, I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 still inside. Who the fuck would give a kid 38 bucks? Oh, yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So, they thought you did? Yeah. The kids in class said that I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day we held a courtroom trial, with me as a defendant. Fucking Little Phoenix. I didn't do it. Guilty, he did it. Guilty, it was you. Give the money back. You. Rabble. I'm not pressing anything. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad, I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to the boy whose money had been stolen, was sitting. That's when it happened. You shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs. Miles? Ooh, Little Edgeworth. Had the same haircut and everything. It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting that you did it, but no one has any proof. That's why, Your Honor. This boy is innocent. Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? Little butts. This is how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned that what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I kind of took it personally. See? When something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyway, Edwards and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remembered his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney. Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, it's not like the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him. Don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. Don't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him and learn why he became who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean that's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So, is that why you helped me out for free? Yes? I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Aw, Nick! Nick, we have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right. May very well be. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Alright, let's boogie. Later, butts. Hey, pal. Long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, huh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch myself a criminal. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lotta was camping? The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Yeah, Gumshoe is definitely a big boy. He ate his vegetables. You know damn well he did. Huh? The steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Well, looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. Alright. We'll go examine his home. That old caretaker got away. Yep. Never thought he might be the real murderer. Oh, I ain't doing that. I'd know that throat clearing of the throat anywhere. Hello. What might you be doing here? Out for a walk, hmm? Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see? Mr. Grossberg! This is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. Oh-ho! What do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Thanks. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? I honestly forgot what I was doing with his voice like a while back, so I just decided to wing it. Hey, the bird's still here. Who's taking care of the bird? Nobody's home. Hello! Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner... I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. I'd take it home with me. So, who's a good bird? Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. While she's home alone, someone's gonna take care of the bird. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Really? Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. Great. Now the bird's going to hate me. Ah. Just a good bird. Huh. Everything's cold. Looks like he didn't turn his heater on. I guess he hasn't been back here since the trial. Ah! What's wrong? Never mind. What? Just tell me. Just, when I saw the TV, I remembered. They're showing a Pink Princess special this week. Oh! See, that's why I didn't want to tell you. Thank you. This? Say, Nick, don't people usually just put pictures of fish up on the wall to boast about them? Yeah, I guess so. You mean pictures of fish that they caught, right? Right. But don't all the fish on the wall here look really puny to you? Well, you know what they say. You should have seen the one that got away. Except the one that got away from us is the caretaker. And we did see him. Why do I feel like we're having two different conversations here? Alright. Doesn't look like he used this kitchen much. You're right. I guess the whole pasta restaurant thing was a lie. What? You thought he was telling the truth? Alright. Oh, one last thing. Look at the trash can. What? Oh, never mind. Okay. Can we take a peek over at the boats? Maybe they missed something. Apparently the police took the boat. Yep. So, I guess not. Back here. Back to the entrance. let's go talk with Edgeworth, I guess. Now, you want the British Edgeworth. Let's give it a try. I haven't even practiced that shit in a while. You look grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh, right. I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you do. Yeah, I can't do the Brit. I can't. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? Yeah, maybe. I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Alright. Well, I guess let's see. Hey, Edgeworth. Why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals. I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes. The man trapped in my elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, the 3 of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed that Yanni Yogi had not been sound of mind, not of sound mind, due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher, and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He's a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. And not one suspect was declared innocent, ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job. Find the suspect guilty. Perfectly. And in any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed to a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right. Now's not the time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. Huh. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding! Alright. That's all Edgeworth had to say. Thank you. Okay, Grossberg. What help can you give us? He's out. Again. When does he work, anyway? Now. Don't be so harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. Now... to the police station, I guess. Ah. Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gotten back yet. He won't be back today. Oh, really? He said he was... He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. Yeah. He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Good work, Gumshoe. So I guess I missed something at Gourd Lake. I definitely missed something. Alright. Just being cold. So... well, let's look at my inventory real quick. What do we got? Did we empty a bunch of stuff out? Looks like we did. So we still have the metal detector. So, nothing else. Trash can with no trash. Oh, we had that to, I think we had to go share this with Edgeworth like a while back, but we just still have it. Look at the woods behind the house. Nick, the forest, there's someone in there. Oh, here we go. You're right, there's a few policemen in there. They must be looking for the caretaker. Good luck. Okay, never mind. I missed something inside the boat rental shack. Okay, scan around. No, I did not. I don't believe I did anyway. So what did I miss? Do I just have to share shit with Edgeworth? This lake sure likes to cause problems, doesn't it? Sure, I'll take a hint. I mean, everything that happened here turned out to be a lie. Gordy was a lie, and the charges against Mr. Edgeworth were all lies. Alright, cool. Check the safe. Alright. Right, we did get the code for it. Ah. Right. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, I thought that was mixed in with the TV, so I just didn't move the cursor over it. Shit. Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number on the safe? There we go. Let's open it, Nick. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. Guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Aw, boring. Huh. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's written in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Nick? Why would Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake. Getting on the boat. Firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here in perfect detail. Oh, what do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain, this letter is an amazing clue. So what? Now we share this with someone. Alright. So... Sure. I was trying to go to Grossberg. One day left, Nick. Yeah, I know. Well, no time to waste. Let's get going. Yep. Oh, Grossberg ain't here. Okay. Hey, man, you wanna see your murder plot explained in detail? Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack where the boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge? On me? Who was that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant? You got declared guilty or something? Nice, Wright. But I don't remember that old man. Not at all. So he was following this letter then? Which means someone else was behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men? Meaning myself and Robert Hammond? It also says this is your last chance. Last chance. Wait. Maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi, the suspect in the DL6 incident. The man who was found innocent. Right. So it is Yogi. Now what? There we go. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in that elevator for 15 years ago. The earthquake. Gonna take a sip of my coffee here. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout! You'll just use up more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court and Yogi was found innocent. Huh, but isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right. Yeah. There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean that nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed. A memory of a murder. I think the time has come to tell all. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing. In the dark. Yep, that again. I can't breathe. You're using up my air. What? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Ah, what? What are you? Stop breathing my air! No, father! He's attacking my father! Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! You accidentally killed your dad. And with that scream, I awake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But that's just a dream, right? Right? That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean... It was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe. There it is, Nick. There is someone who knows about DL6. Hang in there, my man. It was an accident. You know this. Mr. Grossberg. Ah, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding, I can't believe you're not. My. Just calm down and tell me what happened, It's Mr. Edgeworth. He... Yeah. I see. So, Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father. It's only a dream. Only a dream. I wonder. What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled, hmm? Well... Also, consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep, he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real. As you imagine, Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done. No, I don't believe it. Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. Alright. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. My sister? Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result? He has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And he lost. And died in despair, as it were. I see. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on the spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey. I am Gregory Edgeworth, and I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless. Still, though, it's kind of an accident. Kid throws gun. He ain't like he's gonna... Okay, I guess. So, everything's fine here. Do we go back to the detention center? Hey man, your dad. Okay, never mind. Criminal affairs. Did you catch the guy? No. Okay, back to Wright & Co. Any ideas? This is all tied to the DL6 incident. Better find out as much as we can about that murder before tomorrow. Alright. Well... Rosberg, you got no other talks. What do? Huzzah! Alright. On the DL6 incident. Oh, he was 9 at the time. The murder weapon was fired twice. So the one throw probably wasn't the one that killed him. The first shot went through the window. At least that's why I'm piecing that thing to go. See? We get a bullet hole in the window there. Alright. Hey, Edgeworth, I'm your defense attorney. Alright, well, let's just go back to Gourd Lake. Maybe something else has shown up by now. Nope, nothing there. Nope, nothing. Okay. I do not know. Another hint, please? You seem to know what's going on. Very odd. I guess Grossberg, you wanna go look at the picture here? He was a gifted man. His death is truly a loss. I wonder what would have become Von Karma if he were alive. Nope, nothing. Okay. Look at this. Nope. But why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney. But, okay. Oh, I was mashing. Okay, cool. Well, we literally just told him, so we didn't have to show him the letter. That's why I wasn't thinking of it. Huh? His own sake. He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. You'll understand soon enough. Oh, here we're showing him it again. This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? Von Karma? Hi. Could it be Manfred Von Karma? Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. It is probably Von Karma. Edgeworth's dad was onto him, so... That's probably the killing shot right there. Von Karma. Von Karma. Wait, you're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports. But that means... The one who killed Mr. Yogi to kill was... Correct. Manfred Von Karma himself. What does that mean then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? Because the dad was onto him. If it was truly Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles had accidentally Well, Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no. But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. That I do not know. Yet, I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court and Von Karma did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence? It was the only penalty Von Karma ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. A vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like, go to the sea or to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya. I mean, she kinda has a point. Go to the mountain, take in the view, go to the ocean, go swimming. Europe, you could go see, all the stuff over there. In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a bit. Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Von Karma is going to bring up DL6, you can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know. Well, it's been ages. He was 9 at the time. I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. I mean, that just shows you're completely biased in this. Mr. Wright. If you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. I can't promise anything, in fact. I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. Police materials, huh? Well, yeah, I have them. The incident took place 15 years ago, so trial will not. So tomorrow will be see the completion of not one but 2 trials. All thanks to the statute of limitations. However, I'm afraid the damage the DL6 incident has done will never be erased. Okay. So, back to Edgeworth. Hey! Look at this. It was the case that changed my life. And tomorrow, on December 28th, the statute of limitations runs out. But even if the case is finally closed on paper, it will never be erased from my memory. Never. Okay, cool. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. Okay. So, did they finally catch the man? Something's different. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again. No, well, now I can't just have anyone wandering around in there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there. Von Karma? Yeah, he just arrived actually. Von Karma's in the records room. Nick, let's hurry. Yeah, Von Karma's probably, forging shit. Dusty as always. Well, we were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. On Karma. Quite a large volume of reports here. Wow! Are all these are all case reports? Yeah? It's like a graveyard of police cases. Guess my sister's case report is in here too, quietly gathering dust. There are shelves stuffed with case files in the back of the room too. Forgotten cases, rotting away for eternity. Let's get what we need and get out of here. All this dust is getting to me. Yeah, just a very dusty room. Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. The label says unsolved cases, evidence. Huh. Unsolved cases. Nick? The file for DL6, it's completely empty. What?
What are you doing in here?
Ah! Von Karma.
You... How do you know my name?
Huh? Yeah, that's a different looking Von Karma. Hey man, you don't happen to have a twin, do you?
Have we met?
What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team.
Defense team? Beg your pardon. I rarely remember defense attorneys. They're like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed.
I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. God! That is a winning smile he's got going on there. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right?
A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second-rate.
Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you?
Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney. Why?
Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record? So you did, but what I don't get is this. Why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival.
That, my dear attorney, is none of your business.
Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean?
You're quite the researcher.
If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know that what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. You were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. Alright. You seem to have, them in your arms. Good job. So you have all the files right there in your arm. Hey, bud. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder.
Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it.
Oh! Just outright admits it. I'm to just start fucking running? Booking it out of here? Because once he starts admitting it, that's when shit goes bad. So you admit it. You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter.
Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You've saved me a lot of needless hassle.
What? Nick, what is that thing?
A stun gun. For self-defense. Usually. Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence.
600,000...
Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it. Usually. Now, give me the letter.
No. No!
What are you?
Nick, run! Ah! Oh, Maya. Poor girl, you got tased.
Von Karma, you've tased a child. That's what you're best, boss.
Maya!
Out of my way.
You should have taken your chance to run. Well, with a taser like that, it would definitely leave a mark. You're in a police station. He has a taser on him. No one's heard the screaming. He got us.
The letter's gone.
Of course. And he took the DL6 evidence. All of it. Back to having no clues. Wait. Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya. Maya, open your eyes. Maya! The letter. Did he take it? Yeah. Are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Maya! There has to be some way I can help her. Better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya, she's holding something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 incident, evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. So the bullet didn't go all the way through. 2 shots. Okay. Same thing from this case, basically. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. To be continued. Yeah, time for the trial. The real meat and potatoes of this game. Like the best thing around. Still, though, he got away with tasing 2 people in a fucking police station. Like, come on. Screaming, shouting, tasing. This is it. Judgment Day. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. Ah! What's the big deal? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Ah!
What are you doing?
Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat in the back. That ain't how tasers work, girl. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge. Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Ah, pal! What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe! Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Ah, good morning. How did it go, Detective? Have no fear. As promised, we've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he can't remember the past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. Alright. Oh boy, the Kraden voice. Let's hope I got it down. The court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is ready.
Right. Very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence.
Understood.
Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Karma. Your opening statement.
Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary.
Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Right, what was I doing with him?
Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake. From there, he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity.
Witness! Why did you run away yesterday?
The witness was not running away, as he will now testify.
I see. Very well. Please begin your testimony. Huh? All right. I'm really sorry about leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. Went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got none. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. And sleepy night-night-time. Okay. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi, you're Yanni Yogi, and I'm going to prove it. I'm really sorry. Okay. Just gonna keep pressing. And why did you leave? Okay, yep. Yeah, he did say. Just gonna keep mashing it, though. Went to go buy food for Polly. Food? Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack? Well, I kind of got lost, you see. The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's going to believe that. I see. So he was lost. Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. You lost much of your memory. Is that correct? Yep. Seems like it. Then how could you know things? Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe that you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are.
The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof.
How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? That's impossible.
I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue.
How could you say you have no motive? I say you do. You even had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right?
Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible.
I have to prove he's lying about his memory, otherwise it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? You've been saying the same thing now over and over. Oh. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past or lack thereof into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he had nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Yep, the order. Mr. Wright! There is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor.
Oh, now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So, who is he?
Don't play dumb, Von Karma. Mr. Wright, please tell us the witness's name. Yanni Yogi. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh, Yanni Yogi! From the DL6 incident. It figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive.
Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man, this witness, is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? The parrot. This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more. The witness has lost his memory.
This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. Nick? How are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see. That makes sense. Huh?
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright.
Why?
The witness has no fingerprints.
What? What? No fingerprints? You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff, yep. What? Yogi, you sneak! You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past. Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. No?
What will you do, Mr. Wright?
Huh.
It seems this case has been decided, no?
No? I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. No, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way.
There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one!
Nick, what are we going to do? I did not even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What can I do?
Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief, hmm?
Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot. What is it, Nick? I don't like the look on your face. No, you're not going to.
Your Honor,
The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up?
on my
Proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Yes! Yes! Order! Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma?
Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object.
Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested.
Well, if you're so desperate, then please, be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences.
Nick, this is crazy.
Well, still want to go through with your little game?
Yes. Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor.
This is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard.
Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence. Except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so. Bailiff! Bring in the parrot. Bring in Agent P. Yes. Perfect.
I didn't know I needed this in my life.
That's quite a bird. Please, tell us your name. Name! It's still fucking hilarious to bring in a fucking parrot. The witness is ignoring me.
It must hurt to be ignored by a bird.
Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please, testify for us.
Son of a bitch.
Hello!
Yes, 3 lines. Great.
Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well. Begin your cross-examination.
Right.
What are you going to do, Nick?
I don't know. What do we do, Maya?
I love it. I fucking love this.
My face is hurting with the smile I have.
Hello!
Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere.
Hey, Edworth is off to the side saying, I'm gonna die. I'm going to jail. I want you to testify.
Maya, you talk to her.
Right, what do I say? I will just quickly hit that save. I'm sure if we hit the have we forgotten something, we will get something. As I recall 2 days ago, Polly, have you forgotten something? Ah, don't forget the L6. If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with the L6. Polly, have we forgotten something? That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot. Something we forgot. Uh-oh. It's not working, Nick. She won't say it. This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it?
Something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond if we asked if we've forgotten anything? Well... Okay, we need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yagi Yogi. Let's try a different one. What do I say? Well, let's just see. What's her name? Maybe I should get her to say her name? Polly, what's her name? There we go, she said that.
I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly.
No, it doesn't. Well, I guess it doesn't really have anything to do with that, no. Yep, okay. Safe number? It'll very clearly show that it remembers important things. Huh? The safe? Why? Holly, what's the number of the safe in the shack? My, what a reckless parrot! Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming this number has something to do with the caretaker? I guess? Okay. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Because it shows that she knows something important.
Ha! Ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity?
Because it shows that it remembers things important. I don't know what to show. Probably just the parrot itself. Like, why would it remember the number to the safe if it... Parrot. Okay, wrong thing to show him. 1228. Okay, I'm guessing that was a hint. File. Ah, I see. I see. The numbers themselves. Okay. Yep. Safe number. Yep. Go again. Actually, it does. Yep. I wasn't thinking anything of the numbers there. I was just thinking of shows that it knows important things. DL6.
The DL6 case file? What is this obsession you have with that case?
Mr. Wright, where in this file is something relating to that number? Case summary, I think? Yeah, summary. It's on the case summary page. The case summary? Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident? December 28th. Why, that's today's date. 15 years ago. And that number on that safe is 1228. Ah! He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates.
This is not tangible proof. I set my ATM cards number to 0001 because I'm number 1.
This has nothing to do with the date.
This has nothing to do with the date. Nothing.
You told us your ATM card. Give me that now. Give me it. Indeed. Alone, it's a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. You would need some other corroborating evidence. Where am I going to find that? Nick, we're getting closer. One more piece of evidence. Right, but what? Alright. So... Holly the parrot. So, something about the name. Oh. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. Hey. Yep. Back to the name. It's the name. Yeah, I don't know why it's in there. I would never have remembered the fiance's name. Of course, yeah. Yep. Yep, same stuff. We're here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the... Yep. So it's right there in suspect data, right there. For whatever fucking reason.
Take that!
That's quite a large file you have there. On which page is this proof, then?
Yep. Yep, show us the page. Suspect. It's in the suspect data page. This page is all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide. See? Indeed, it does say that.
What's his fiancée's name?
Polly Jenkins. Polly!
Exactly, Your Honor.
He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess that is possible.
A mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé?
She's only 7 years old.
Oh, she's only 7 years old.
That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here.
This is a mere coincidence, that's all.
True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me.
What are you saying?
Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately. Witness. Tell us your name.
Wait, this witness, he doesn't remember.
No, it's okay.
Oh, he's in serious mode.
I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. You know what? He's going for the voice change since he's serious now. This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name to the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. For 15 years. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Order! Order! Yanni Yogi! So it was you who killed Robert Hammond? And tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes. It was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond. He said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent. Really. But he didn't believe me. He won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail.
It was a plan for me to take revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance after 15 years. This was it. Finally a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit I'm the one who killed Robert Hammond. Von Karma? Where is Mr. Yogi?
Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession.
Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is
innocent. In this case, at least.
Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections?
I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything?
Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth,
not guilty!
Hooray! We did it! That is all. This court is adjourned. You didn't bring it. Oh! Did someone say objection?
It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, that means... No! Edgeworth! Your Honor, I object to your judgment.
What do you mean?
I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what?
Nick? Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's trying to say he's guilty.
He's going to tell them that he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell him he killed his own dad. Oh, what do I do?
Leave it to Edgeworth, I guess. We're gonna have to fix him on this. No, I'm sure Edgeworth has thought about this one long and hard. This isn't my place to interfere. Nick, are you sure? There's nothing we can do about it. This is his problem now.
For 15 years, I have had a reoccurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer.
You mean in the incident where your father died?
With the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6. With the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me.
Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant, declared innocent, is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this.
It's obvious. We hold a trial right here, right now. We try this man for his crime of 15 years ago.
I think
I think I should like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. Well, shit. And it's just gonna go on for a little bit longer. I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all of your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your dad. I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy, just crazy. Nick, what are you doing? I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case? For what? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you just talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it, in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream, it's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. Now then, I would like to resume our trial.
Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. His confession, he has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I would like to run this one by the book.
I see. Does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? You know, you could have just kept your mouth shut. I cross-examined a parrot for you.
Will the witness state his name and profession?
Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecuting attorney.
Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct?
It is correct.
Then testify about this matter to the court.
What Edgeworth was telling me about when Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Please, please. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. And as we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream? We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events.
That's the same claim Mr. Yogi has made.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, single shot. There were two. Yeah, right there. Single shot, gunshot.
Hold it!
The gun fired once? Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream. The scream. Yep, I see it right here. And we had a red at the screen. So let's look through here. The murder weapon was fired twice. Alright, let's ask about the scream. To this day, yes, I can practically hear it now. I doubt I'll ever forget that scream as long as I live. There it is. One part of the testimony clearly contradicts the evidence. But I don't know what it means. Better find out and quick. The scream? But the evidence says two shots. Right? Yeah. The murder weapon was fired twice. So...
Objection!
Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot, and then the scream. And then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony.
You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence, unless you can tell me what page it is on.
Which page? The victim data, I believe. Real quick. Yeah. Victim. Look at the victim data in this file. It says quite plainly the murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot?
Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident.
What? I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. You have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with this case? Yes. Your Honor, I think I'll be able to show you proof.
What? Impossible!
Now, Mr. Von Karma. Save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Show us your proof. Okay. Right here, yeah. Bullet hole in the window. Look at this photograph. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. So let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired. Where? Your Honor, please get a clue. Bullet hole right there. Look at this giraffe. Oh. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see. A bullet hole hit in the door. Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there's also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth had fired that second shot. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, you must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, who else could that be? The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. Case summary page, that's on page 1. Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. Huh. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet should have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter, the whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made the bullet hole in the door. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Von Karma says, the second bullet was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So all we have is the single bullet fired. And I'm afraid I will have to discount the defense's claim. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. It looks like I was wrong. If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry. It's just when I saw the photograph, I thought 2 shots had been fired. I was certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick? Well, it seems we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime, and that shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. You have any objections? No. No, I do not. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention. Yes, I did. Oh no. He's accepted the guilt. Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here.
Right now.
Indeed. Does anyone have any objections?
I've been here before.
It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank and I can't find the words. Mr. Wright? Well... It shows that the bullet didn't go through him. It was still in him. So, I will save Scum just a little bit. Raise the objection and see what I can do. Your Honor. I object.
Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object?
Nick, I don't know. His case is perfect. It must exist. The second bullet. What? What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist. But where? Someone took it. It seems waiting is not going to produce any answers from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet, it, existed. What? But we've just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer.
The murderer? Then tell us, just who is this murderer?
I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet. But why? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Is there some pressing need for the murderer to search for the bullet? Some pressing need? No, maybe he just came across it? Like, that's what I'm betting here. He just sort of came across the bullet and remembered. Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true.
Had to take it. Okay, had to take it. The murderer, what does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. So much save scumming for choices that don't matter. Yeah. Shut up. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing.
I'm in his position right now. Except I have the power of time. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But the murderer had to take the bullet. Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean? Well, for instance... For instance, what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer? The bullet hit the murderer! Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could just perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that really happened? Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer themselves was shot. And they left with the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime. Yes. I guess that's how it would work, yes. But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from the elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from outside, yes. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The bullet discharges, and the pistol discharges, and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. That was probably the yell, the door opening. Yeah. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I have ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say.
What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer.
No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right, I can't think of anyone... Hey, Nick. I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday?
Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
He went on a long vacation to recover from the bullet wound. Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but took it because he was injured? Which would mean... it could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma. Oh, man. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Uh-oh, should I come out and say it now? It probably means nothing, but I'll do it anyway. Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? My hands are shaking. What? Von Karma. Von Karma? You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor. The prosecutor. The one standing right over there. You don't object?
I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection?
because you took a vacation for several months, starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason?
So you're claiming I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident. Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify.
Ah. Nick, let's find out who his doctor is.
It's no use.
Edgeworth?
I know Von Karma, perhaps too well.
He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that Let me just scan you with this. The bullet's still in there, ain't it? So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane! No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Unless you're an action movie hero. Wait. What does that mean? The bullet has to be somewhere, but where?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove I was shot?
I got one. Alright, Von Karma. I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know you like it so much.
What?
The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... This is absolutely batshit insane. But I feel it in my heart of hearts. Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then, I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it's unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean... I do. There is the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Is that even possible? For all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We need to use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find.
I refuse.
You refuse? What refusing this means? You acknowledge that the bullet's still inside you. Wait. There's metal detectors at courthouses. This motherfucker has been going through the metal detectors. And he's probably like, I have like a prosthetic or some shit. I have like a metal bone or something. I have pins or something. No, you what the fuck, man? What kind of security does this place have? There's gotta be metal detectors. Like, they keep you from taking your phone and shit in. Like, he would have, right? Like, I don't know how the metal detectors work, but I do know they get, like, that's a thing that happens. It picks up the pins. At least. Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector.
Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy.
Privacy of what, man? The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Ugh. Enough! I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. It reacted. There's something inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma. You. It was you.
I was afraid this would happen. And so, I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident.
Then why would you hide it?
I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no reason to DL6. No relation to DL6.
But, Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that?
Prove. I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I.
Mr. Wright, well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6?
Of course he can't. You don't have any of DL6's evidence.
That's because you took it from the records room yesterday. Well, we do have one. We know the location of one bullet.
With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright.
No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma.
What?
You were so close. One day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof.
What?
Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link the bullet seat in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. It would be this, really.
Take that!
That's a bullet?
Where did you get that?
This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely, with all the ballistic markings intact.
Ballistic markings?
You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. This is quite accurate. Right. We just need that bullet to get out of him. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings match, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma. Oh, and he's gone. He's dead. He's fucking gone. Heart. Please, just drop dead. Please. I'm not doing that.
That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know. Help, I can't. Yeah, that again. Stop breathing my air. That was his scream of pain. It wasn't the door being wedged open. It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma! Go ahead. I think I have it, like, open for everyone to do it. It was you who screamed. Okay, I'll see that in just a few. Everything breaks when I try to do anything else. Mr. Von Karma. Yep. Edgeworth! Only you would dare defy me. So, it was you. You and your father are my curse. This is amazing. I'm just gonna have this saved, like, right here. Just a spare save down here at slot 5. Just so I have the constant headbang. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you! 15 years earlier. Chief Prosecutor, I'm sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you'll have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth! It was a shock, like none I've ever known. Me, penalized. It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking I was going. And the room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. Pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain. A horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all laying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke to a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge. What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it.
Very well. It appears that we have come a long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor.
You were innocent. You are innocent. As you have said, It was all a nightmare.
Yes, Your Honor.
This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. You know, if I had a nickel for every time, like, someone else just was the murderer, I'd have, like, 4 nickels already. Which is odd. It's happened multiple times. They're always in the fucking court, just there. This time it's the prosecutor. Hi, Maya. Are you gonna get accused of murder again? Did you see his face? Martin Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but you crushed him, Nick. Crushed! I gotta say, I'm impressed. Heh. It was pretty close, though. I was sure we had it. I know, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all a good memory. So, it's finally over, Edgeworth.
Right?
Yeah?
I'm not sure how to say this.
I know. Try thank you.
I see. Thank you, right?
You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that.
Sorry. I'm not good at this sort of thing.
You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. She's got you there. Whoa!
Yeah! Amazing, pal. You pulled through, just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares?
See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you.
I see.
Woo! I feel foolish. Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey, y'all! Lotta! Y'all were great in that. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats. Thank y'all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness in the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta? Oh, me? Nah, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Huh? It's over, Nick. My life's over. Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm no longer with this world. You don't look sick. It's Kianse. She's going to live in Paris, Nick. She's leaving me behind. I should have seen that coming. Oh, yo, Edgy, there you are. Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here's a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Hurry, Butts. Harry Butts, you came along tonight, too? My treat, pal. Thanks. I was looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right? Yeah, what's up? That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it. Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Larry! Huh. What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but that's not a lot either. $38 exactly? Nick? Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? $38? No! No! Larry, it was you! What are you so surprised about, Wright? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day. Think back to that day, 15 years ago. Look at him! Look at Edgeworth, he's fucking rich! I raised that question at the start, too. Also, hi, Connor. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came to school anyway. Then he saw the money laying there. The rest is history. I was never good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying he did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. Something smells, it's usually the butts. I know! Really, Wright. I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Oh, well, this is an unexpected turn of events, huh? Edgeworth. You should have told me. Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. There you have it. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you have always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. Death sentence for both of you. Man, if only I'd known, I'd have become a prosecutor. Same goes for me. Only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor, in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth. Want to switch, right? Hey, y'all. Line up, I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time, let's go. And after that, dinner on me. Come on, give us the photo. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom. Even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. What now? Oh, is this going to be another, like, cliffhanger bit? Whoa. I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's still only 5 o'clock. Maybe I should go back to sleep. Huh? What's this, a letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium. In training, of course. I want to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you. But I couldn't. I was useless. So I decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium, for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Aw, jeez. Goodbye? What time is it? Ah! The first trains for the mountains have already left the station. Okay, we're chasing after her, I guess. I guess I'm too late. Hey, Nick, Maya. So, you're leaving? Yeah, it's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
Hold it!
Wait. I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On that last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought I'd lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. You were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? Oh god, what do I do? My money's on the bird. You helped talk with the bird.
Take that!
I don't understand. Uh-oh. Ah. Yeah, I fucked up. She helped talk with the bird. So, this is it. See you soon, Maya. Shit. Okay, I fucked up there. I had to? Shit. What, is this like a game over? What did I do? And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page. And to say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. The same old crazy cast of characters. Ah, don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim? Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this.
Objection!
Man, this music's just vibing. Oh, I finished the first game. Sweet. So... Okay, so I have to... Can I just... Please talk about a pleasant surprise. Okay, like, it doesn't seem like there's anything here. Oh, Edgeworth is doing his thing. Then he hung his head low and went right back to outside. Oh, this... Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? So, Edgeworth's celebrating, everyone's... Please, I don't want the credits. I just wanted to test a different game before I ended the stream tonight. Damn, I went on for way longer. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you'd call a cheap date. I don't know what is up with him getting the higher-ups. Oh, she's in Hawaii right now, yeah. Oh, hey, it's this guy. Oh, right? Yeah, I remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful. Ah. Please, end credits. I'm like mashing every button. Ah, the defense attorney who wrote that affidavit for, yes. taken over management. Okay, good job, man. Did you be in the area? Please stop by. Is old bag next? No, it's Gosberg. Okay. Please.
Phoenix Wright. Ah, yes. Mia's understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him as of late. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see.
Come on. Hey, it's old lady. Ah! Oh, and she forgot about me. Good job. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Okay, old lady. Please. Give me like a skip or something. Oh, hey, it's this guy.
I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess is a hit. I sure owe that Phoenix Wright a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the public eye until the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know?
Good job, Will. I hope we see you again. I enjoyed you. Oh, hey, what are you doing, girl? Got a letter from Maya the other day. Oh, they're still in touch. Sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but didn't have time. So I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She says she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway? In the mountains. Apparently. Hey, it's a kid. Okay. And he forgot Wright. Let's talk Pink Princess. Good job, kid. I snuck into the studio the other... You're in the studio right now. The one inside the Pink Princess's suit. What a dog. It was kind of a shock for a boy my tender age. Aw, good job. Congratulations, kid. You learned the Pink Princess is a very furry trap inside that costume. Yeah, I remember, right? That lawyer guy. Me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. Real. Now that's talent. I'ma be famous. Good job. So that means Mia's in there. Mia's in the photo. Give us the photo. Come on. Ah, there she is. Good job. Thank you, Lotta.
Hold it!
Okay. So that's either the... Is that the case? For the DS exclusive or some shit? Brand new episode. Whatever, we'll just end it there, and then I'll just do a quick test to see if another thing I got will let me stream it. But we had some fun credits. That's the end of Phoenix Wright for right now. I've went on for way longer than I wanted to. All right. Disconnect this. Just a sec. Because I have a bunch of USBs with random shit on them. Okay, that's that. Disconnect this. Plug this in. I have that whole storage issue, so I just want to test and see if how well this runs, because I have this on my list and I want to make sure. All right, this right here. Turn this on. Wait for it to come up. Drag it over to the other screen. So yeah, it's pretty much the end for the night. I'm just gonna give a quick test on Resonance of Fate over here. I got the PC port. All right, that's up. What? Why did it go to full screen? No, you were in windowed mode earlier. Please. All right, just a sec. I can't even see chat because how it is. All right. Graphics. Okay, full screen off. Drag this over. Game audio. I don't know what is up with the game audio. Okay, capture. The audio seems to be derping out just a little bit. No. No, that's not it. Move this. Ah. Okay, I need to fiddle with some of the settings here. Fit the screen. All right. Fiddle with just a little bit. Lower everything down. All right, that's like the lowest settings there is because toaster, hit the screen. Let's just see how well this goes. It looks like it's running fine. Oh, here, I'll just show off the opening intro. I was just testing to see if this would work. I'm not going to do an actual playthrough. I'm just going to make sure it runs. And this is the opening intro, so I can't do much. But it's Resonance of Fate. It was a 360 game that got a fancy update on the Xbox and PlayStation. It is definitely an interesting one that I want to play. But since I finished Phoenix Wright... Oh, don't worry about that. There's more fucked up shit in this. See, she's going for the jump. This is definitely a strange one. Uh-oh. Maybe? I genuinely don't know the story. All I know is girl's got amnesia. She don't know anything. Also, giant tower city. And the combat in this is like some weird combo of RPG and tactics. You'll see it when I give it like a true test.
I'm still alive.
Huh? What'd you say?
I'm really alive.
Not for long, you aren't.
I don't know how, but I'm alive.
How can you smile?
You're smiling?
Me?
Bitch! We're falling.
Don't look away.
But I don't look away. Which way?
Down.
Oh, we're looking down. Fucking pretty. I don't know how they survived this. Like, I literally just nabbed this yesterday. No, it's just a really tall place. Like, super tall. Like, weird caste system, sort of. See, 1 year, several months later. I don't know how the fuck they survived it. Yeah, no, maybe.
You going out?
I need to fiddle with the settings
Get
a little
ready
bit
to head
more.
out. You too, Zephyr.
At least it seems a little finicky on your end. Oh, never mind. On both ends. I'm seeing that. Yeah. Okay. I guess I'll just load up one of my old saves? Sort of. Alright. So the in-game cutscenes, not the pre-rendered shit, seem a little jank. Did not look quite right. Alright. Come on. Couldn't, like, get the base version. Fiddle with the settings just a little bit more. What can I do? I can't even lower it just a little bit more. Can I... No, I'll just... see how it is in the combat, then. Because I did dick around with this for, like, 3 hours. Alright. Yeah, here's the world map. Right. And here's the random encounters.
This shouldn't take long.
Right. How do I do this again? So it's like some weird version of Gun Fu.
You're hard to miss. Too late. No blink of your
Look at that. It's just weird.
That was your last. You gotta sit back and
Right. He's the boss, so... Zephyr's the one with the... Okay, go here. Jump up. You see this weird shit? And the blue damage don't even hurt him. It's the red that actually does it. Blue's like chip. There you go. That's the game.
point a gun at someone.
It looks manageable, so... Yeah, I'll just end it here. I just wanted to see how well it worked. So, have a good night, everyone. It looks manageable, so I may do that next week. Who knows?